Hey, oh Jesus Christ.
Regardez votre écran, chers téléspectateurs.
Oh, you want to fight? You want to fight?
Yes.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Because you know where I come from. I come from Nigeria, very far. You dey train me. You know me. I get very big kingdom. Do you know where I come from?
Yeah.
Hello guys, so today we'll be talking about a deliverance / testimony that took place in the Ark of God's Covenant Ministries, which is led by Apostle John Chi, and the ministry is popularly known as John Chi Ministries. So a lady who goes by the name Joami Mary Nash from Otengene was delivered by Apostle John Chi, and she was possessed by a spirit who claimed to own a kingdom and also was responsible for every misfortune that ever befell the lady or her family, and even when it comes to her finding a spouse. So Mrs. Joami Mary Nash came to the Ark of God's Covenant Ministries because she was having spiritual attacks, setbacks, frustration, and spirit of loss. During the deliverance session of Mrs. Joani, she told the Apostle John Chi that she was taken to a shrine in Nigeria by her father, where some incantations were performed on her head, and after the dad died, she took over what the dad was doing because the dad was a witch doctor. She took over that when the father died. So Mrs. Joani said when she was 13 years old, her father took her and two of her siblings to a witch doctor in Nigeria, where they were made to sit on stones, and then incantations were made on their head, or rather over their heads. And according to her, it's after this point that she started having nightmares. She started hearing voices, and she also used to assist her father in his shrine when he was alive. But when he died in 2013, all the nightmares, the voices in her head, everything increased a lot more. She couldn't sleep at night. And before then, or as at then, she already had a blood covenant, or rather blood covenant with 4 different men. So one day she told her mom about what she was passing through, and her mom took her and her siblings back to the shrine in Nigeria where her father took them as children. But when they got there, the man was already dead, just like her father, but his son was the one in charge, and his son performed the same incantations over their heads again, and they left. Instead of things getting better for her, things got worse. Then she had this dream a certain day where she drew tattoos on different parts of her body, and when she woke up, she went to draw those tattoos because she had the urge. She suddenly had a strong urge to draw those tattoos on different parts of her body. But instead of things going well, they started going downhill once more, faster than before. So she told her mom that this wasn't normal. She needed to do something about her life. It wasn't normal what she was experiencing, or the different experiences she has been through. So that's when she decided to come to the Ark of God's Ministries. and she was able to get into the prayer line. Then she got delivered by the Apostle John Chi. And now she says after she was delivered, everything, starting from the nightmares to the voices in her head, everything that was happening to her negatively before stopped. She can actually sleep these days and she doesn't hear voices anymore. So she went on to tell the congregation that there is nothing God cannot do in your life. Just believe it, because there is nothing God cannot do for anyone in anybody's life. She said before now, there was a time she traveled. When she got there, instead of progressing, because that was the reason she went, instead of progressing, she was having setbacks. She ended up using up all the money she traveled with and came back empty-handed after a year. But after her prayers and deliverance, she can feel things going differently and in a good way in her life. So that's it for today, guys. Always remember that there is nothing God cannot do. No matter how far you think you've gone, there is nothing God cannot do for you to make your life better. So that's it. Thank you for watching our video. Make sure to subscribe and we'll see you in another video like this. Bye.